we're going to have a great night. People have told me last week was my best night of hosting, so we're going to try and top that if we can. Thanks for coming here. Tonight, we have, is it 31? 31 films tonight. Who here is new? Cool. Awesome. Yeah. Sweet. Well, thank you for coming. Honestly, as a filmmaker, to have a live audience is like a gift. So you coming here to support film is huge. Imagine if you're a band and you didn't have a live audience to perform against, or a stand-up comedian. So having you here is a gift to us filmmakers, so thank you for being here. How we play the game here is all those films that were made this week within 1 minute, or it's 1 minute in length. And how we do that is we roll these 3 dice and slide over here. There, Chase. I was like, man, that segue was smooth too. That's better than last week. So here's the rules for the game. We roll these 3 dice every week. For this week, we rolled 1, 3, so that's exactly 1 word. So all the films have to have 1 word in it. And then the last one we rolled was M. So all shots must have been filmed before the dice was rolled. We rolled the dice after KTL Show last week, so nobody was allowed to film anything. They were supposed to go to their hard drive, go to their phone, and find footage that fits the rule. So that's what we're watching this week. What we're doing, and you can go to the next slide, is everyone who makes a film gets a frame, one of these frames, and they have the rule code on it, KTL13M. That also becomes the hashtag, so if you submit it on Instagram, Vimeo, YouTube, you can click the hashtag and it connects to all the films that follow that rule. So, for everyone that made a film gets 1 KTL frame film, or film frame. If you've never made a film before in your entire life, you get a debut frame. And then with all these on the bottom, if you've acted in 24 films that you didn't direct, you get a frame for that. Same with editor, producer, DP, editor, and also writer. I just got to update that. If you collect 24 of these, you become an S1, and you get a walk-on song. So it makes it a lot more fun for us. So that's what, tonight, if you hear some random music playing after, that's because they earned it. So next is we have the dice video. So last week when we rolled these rules, Brett was making a dice film. And so when he makes the film, all he has to do is have the dice fall by the end of the film. And that's what we rolled last week, so we're going to watch the film that he rolled. So yeah, here it is. For Brett for directing that, and everyone that stayed after. After tonight, find Brett about 20 minutes after we're done, and he's going to be filming another dice film. So if you want to be a participant in that, that's how you do it. First up is a debut, which is the first film that this person has ever made. Okay? Here it is. Sharon! Yeah! So were those your kids?
Those are my kids.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
Good. What made you choose black and white? I really love that choice.
I didn't film any of that. That was all my 2 kids filming each other at the beginning of the lockdown.
Oh, wow.
I was about to turn in their devices back to school, and I had a hunch, like, let me just see if there's any photos on here.
Right.
There was a treasure trove of videos they took of each other, and so that was all them. And I originally did color to black and white when they were, like, angry.
Yeah. But
then I was like, no, the real part of that pandemic, which should be in color, is that we were all stuck. They were so stuck.
Oh, yeah.
And I like putting that anger part in color.
Yeah, I
really
like that.
I don't know.
Yeah, like emotion or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. How was it looking back through all that old footage and just like learning to edit? And have you edited much before? Yeah, wow.
My Mac died this week. Is Kate here? No, Kate was like super helpful answering a lot of questions. Yay, Kate. I did it on my phone in iMovie.
Oh, wow. That's great.
Because I just didn't want to have any excuses. I wanted to do it.
I love that. I'm so glad you made something. That's great.
Yeah.
Do we have questions? Yes, Tori.
How did you choose what to use? It was really hard because I went back and forth with the idea of using less videos but longer pieces. But they had such great, I felt like, just raw faces that parents never capture because we always capture the like grip and grin moment.
Yeah.
And my advice to anyone who ever wants to have a kid is like take pictures of them crying because you know what I mean?
Yeah. Hold on, kid.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It's weird, but so I went with like I tried to add more because I felt like the faces were just so great.
I love that. And also great blackmail. Because I'm older now, and my parents have pictures of me like crying because of my arms caught in a jar.
Thankfully, they did of each other because I never did. I just don't do that.
So now you can.
Yeah.
Any last question? Cool. Well, here we are. We're gonna give you your frames. This is your debut frame. Hey, that's a cool one.
Thank you.
Yep. And then one more. Hey. Yeah, thanks for making one. Okay. Sweet. One question I really liked that Brett asked last week, or I asked last week, I should say. Who here has debuted a film? Who else? Yeah. Cool. So a lot of the films we're watching tonight are professional filmmakers all the way to first-time filmmakers and everywhere in between, which is so cool. So we are no longer on the debut category. We are now going to watch just all the films. So here it is. Robert! Yeah! When did you film that?
In March in Cape Cod with my friend.
Nice. So. Did you do anything with that since, or have you?
I tried to mess around with like a really longer cut of it, but I never finished. So this was a good excuse to come back to something that I knew didn't have a lot of words in it.
Nice.
And I could just do like a minute.
I love that. I love the music choice too.
Yeah.
That was a really cool choice, and the shots, like the effort you took to go really far away to have them small.
Yeah.
was just
Yeah,
such a nice
I was
shot.
like, Alex, lay there, and then I ran like 100 yards.
Oh, it was
and
so
then,
worth it.
And then I like had to run 100 yards that way, so my footprints weren't in the same.
All right, yeah. I like that attention to detail. It's
Yeah.
great. Questions? Comments? Yes, Audrey.
How different was the story in the shorter version from the longer version? Or was it essentially the same but shorter?
It was like, I mean, the main beats were the same. There was like, so the scene where I'm like kind of looking down and there's like a tear or that shot, that was supposed to be like towards the beginning, like before he decided to kill him, and that was like the only plot difference, I think. So.
Nice. Any other questions or comments? Yeah, over there.
When you made it, like, did you know you were gonna speed it up?
Yeah, yes, kind of. I thought that would be funny and like kind of close the time it took for them to like cross the screen.
Nice. Cool. Sweet. Well, here's your frame. I'll give you that to you. Hey, Warbirds!
Nice. Thank you.
Good work. Yeah, that was awesome. Next is John! Here's Texan. Yeah! Shot! 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 Yeah! Tell me about the footage. You already had the mask thing and the fire. Were they shot with the intention of being together, or?
No.
No.
The mask one was shot in early June. Yeah, right after the first roll, which was 4 words. So I was like, in the future, I may need something that like conveys meaning without actually using words. So I did that.
Nice.
The fire and the waves actually came from 2 clips I filmed down in Mexico while at a wedding.
Oh, cool.
So I was like, take a second, listen, close your eyes, with the intention of having the waves kind of building. Then you would open them and it would be an entirely different thing than what you were listening to.
Right.
Kind of messing with the senses, hence unbind your senses.
Right.
Take each sense separately. And
Cool. I felt like the wave was going to hit the fire. Like there was a fire pit near the end of the ocean or whatever.
Yeah, funny enough, the wave actually hit me while I was filming the ocean, which is why it got so loud. But yeah, no.
I loved how it got louder, so that was cool. Questions or comments?
No.
Cool. Here we are. Hey.
Okay.
Hey, that's pretty cool.
Get a little bit of.
Yeah. Next is Beanz. Whoops.
Thank you.
How long did that take you?
A long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, really long. I watched several movies just listening for certain sounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What came first, the idea, or did you just have that footage?
Oh, yeah. No,
You just
I
already
shot
had all those movies,
Yeah.
yeah. You already had them illegally downloaded, so it's like fine, you know.
Yeah.
But where did you decide to come up with that word to just like convey that?
Yeah, I like the idea. I don't know, like I think it's really cool when editors will like stitch together things to make things seem out of context from interviews and stuff like that.
Cool.
And that's kind of like a challenge I was always like curious about and wanting to experiment with. So the one word thing did not dissuade me. I was like, well, just make it a really long word then. And so yeah, and then it was just trying to find like all the lines I could remember that would like fit into that. And yeah.
Nice. What word did Chappelle say?
Oh, he was just going, It was a Samuel Jackson beer instead of Sam Adams.
Yeah, exactly.
And I stumbled across it in all the videos I was watching. I'm like, well, that's the I needed. So, yeah.
Also, what do you search when you're looking for that? Just like
Well, actually,
any random thing, or like just actors that say
I mean, there were several methods I used. I was actually, Bryce suggested Samuel Jackson saying Pulp Fiction. It wasn't quite enough of an aggressive, like it didn't really seem like it would kind of connect. And I was like, I'm pretty sure Samuel Jackson said and other things. Like, just seems like, it just sounds like a line would just, he'd go,
Sure.
And so when I looked up Samuel Jackson, the Chappelle bit showed up. And I'm like, that's good enough.
That works.
That's, yeah.
James.
What's the weirdest thing you watched looking for footage?
Yeah, great question.
I don't know.
Probably the final edit.
Yeah. There's nothing. They're all pretty normal in context.
Yeah.
Sesame Street,
Right.
Ant-Man.
Yeah. Trevor.
What's the word again?
Anti-disestablishmentarianism.
Yeah, you heard it twice.
Yeah. What? No, it's just once. You hear it
Well,
once.
then you see it spelled,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
I
yeah,
guess it
yeah.
appears twice. Yeah. Any other questions? He's like, I didn't break the rule. Cool. Here's your frame, man. Hey! God still love me. Wait, hold on. Is this?
What?
Is that Brad Pitt? Is that Brad Pitt right there? That's young Brad Pitt. No, it's not. I'm just trying to hype it up. All right. Next is Audrey! What's the source footage?
That is the first like short film that I wrote and directed like totally by myself. It's like a 5-minute film that I made in 2020 and kind of finished it, but then like never really actually released it for some reason.
Yeah.
So when we rolled the rule for use old footage, I was like, oh, maybe I'll just like do a quick like smash cut with like the title track and do a little preview, and hopefully that will motivate me to actually release it.
She wants to do a premiere here or somewhere soon.
Yeah, I'd love to do a screening of it at some point.
Yeah,
So
it's
a little
cool.
teaser.
Yeah. And Tony's in it. And,
Yeah, Tony DeVille's in it.
And
yeah.
the other guy's in Stranger Things too. Yes, Michael.
So, remember, how many takes did you have with the trash can part? We're trying to get the...
That was actually initially a mistake that made it into the final cut.
Yeah, she got it in actually on one of the takes.
Yeah, I did.
And
But then when we
then-
were watching footage, we were like, well, this is actually better.
Funnier, yeah.
Let it go in, yeah.
Yeah, back there.
I just wanted to comment that the musicality of you rolling down the window to the...
Yeah.
I love that.
I did too.
Thanks.
And who did the music on that?
Oh yeah, so the music is I was in an alternative bluegrass band in college, and after I left to be an actor, they all became like a math rock prog weird experimental band, and they came out with an album. So this is one of the tracks from their album that I used in the.
What's the name of the band?
It's called Long Live the Pilot is the name of
Nice.
their band. Yeah, they make great stuff. It's like super complicated, too complicated for me to understand. So.
Yeah. Yes.
So the film is pretty much all dialogue. So
Yeah, it's like so.
I was
dialogue-heavy.
like, I don't know how this is gonna work, and I was like, oh, I'll just kind of smash it together under the song, and it'll just be like a trailer of sorts. But and then what was the other question? Yeah, the song comes in like at the end for that like last shot. So I just like re-edited the song to like make it into a minute, and then just like had that playing instead of the dialogue, so I could follow the rules.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And who shot that?
I'm not gonna say. Because obviously I did.
Hey. Here we go. American history. Is that a motorcycle?
Looks like
It's
a
not.
summary.
It's not. Yeah. Next is Joanna. Yes. My favorite film of yours.
Oh, thanks.
That was so good.
I spent so much time on it, like
Yeah.
so much. And when I got here, I was like, Chase, I submitted it, right? And he's like, no. And I was like, what? And
From
so-
last week or for this week?
For this week, I got here just
Oh,
now, and
yeah,
I don't know, my brain has been somewhere else, and I was like, I'm just making sure I submitted, and he was like, you didn't. And so, literally, thank you so much, because I took so long editing
Oof.
it. So
I'm glad you had it. It looked awesome. Yeah. So, where was the original source footage from?
like my family's place in Connecticut where I was last week.
So you were there last week filming that?
Yes, and I filmed it for last week's thing, but we filmed it on Thursday, and then I just was like, I don't feel like editing this. And then when you got the dice roll, I was like, oh, well, this works perfectly.
You already shot a silent film the week before,
Yeah,
and it just
yeah.
worked
Yeah,
so good.
exactly, yeah.
Did you always have one word too, like welcome?
Yes.
Jeez.
Yes, it was literally perfect. So
It's like just submit a film you've already made, and that's it, you know?
yeah.
Yes, Hetty.
Yeah, you just did such a good job editing. You're a new editor, right? Ish?
kind of. Like I would make like edits in high school and stuff. Like,
Yeah, it's so good though.
It was so good.
thank you.
Yes, John.
The scene where you're looking in the mirror in the bathroom, was that color corrected or was it just that light?
I don't think no, that's not color corrected. I might have put some filter on it though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looked really sharp too. Like who shot that?
My mom.
I love it. Love that. Who is our AC?
Who are the women, like, in the film? Like, what's their relationship?
Like nature and city.
Oh.
So like the intention was to like shed the city life and like have nature come in.
Great question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That light, was that natural light or did you do effects on that?
No, so Justice, he was like said that he used some editing thing, like an app, and I was like, I need to find that app.
Yeah.
So I think I found the app, and it has like really cool light effects. So yeah.
I love that. Last question, Tori.
I just wanted to point out that a lightning bug like flew up right when your film started and this thing was
Yeah, it was like 3D.
here.
I noticed that too. Go, here we are. Hey, nature!
Thank you.
Yeah, good work.
Next is Gea!
Yeah!
Sorry.
So good.
When I was making it, I was like, I don't think it's gonna mean anything to anybody else,
What?
but
Wow.
to me, it means a lot.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah,
It was so human.
Well, thank
It's so
you.
good.
I wanted people to like see pieces of me, but also feel disconnected to me, because this is like my therapy session last week is like
Yeah.
dissociation and healing my inner child.
Cool.
So like that's what this was for me.
Wow.
Yeah.
How was it editing all that and just sifting through? And I'm sure you had a lot to delete and take out and stuff too.
Yeah, it
So-
was really weird and emotional, like weirdly, but it was
Yeah.
just like I looked back on all these photos that I haven't looked at since I took them, and I was
Wow.
like, wow, like a lot has changed and a lot has like made me who I was, and a lot of this is from like you saw high school and then college, and like
Right.
I felt like I kind of lost myself in college, so I was like, I didn't know what I wanted my word to be, like my original thought didn't work, and I was like, it's like a little sorry for losing you, little Gea, like you're back now.
Wow.
You know, you're finding
I'm
your
glad
way.
you feel back now.
Thank you.
Yeah. Wow.
Thank you.
So good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any questions or comments? Yes, Imani.
I have a question and a comment.
Oh yeah.
One, your voice is beautiful, holy shit.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Two, that moment in the middle that was a longer clip where you teared up, if you're willing to, can I ask what that was about?
I think that clip was like 12 minutes long, and I remember taking it and just like recording it because I was like, I feel music is like singing is my way of expressing. So I was like, I'm just gonna let myself sing whatever comes out. And so it's like me just 12 minutes just like doing, and then I just like started breaking down, and I think it's after something happened that I don't really want to talk about, but that's okay. But it was just like a really emotional thing, and I was like, I don't know, it was really long footage, but I was like, Cool. I'm glad I took that.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
That was really good.
Interesting.
Any other? Yes, Michael.
Just another comment too, as someone who plays piano as well, like you kind of captured that whole. It's nobody ever likes to videotape a work in progress. They
Yeah.
always like to see the finished song.
Yeah.
So like when you're alone working in your room and like just hashing it out, it's like almost pretty to watch. So thank you for doing that.
Yeah.
Oh,
thank
yeah.
you,
Yes. Thank you.
Yes.
What was the song? Like the.
Oh, it's a song I wrote.
Whoa.
It's a song called, oh gosh, I'm blanking on it now. I think it's called, you know what, ask me later, I'll remember. I have it in my notes, but it's something like don't come near me like I'm not safe. That's like what it's about.
Got it. Wow.
But yeah, something like that. I can't remember.
Yeah. Yes.
I just love you. I just love what you made.
Yeah.
Thanks, Audrey.
Yeah, it's
I
so
love you
good.
too.
Cool. Here we are.
Yay.
Next is Imani. Yes. Enjoying getting to see like a slice of life for like people that are becoming friends, and it's just so cool. I loved your dance with your dad. That was like my favorite part.
Thanks.
Getting to see you with your friends like outside of the barn. It's
Yeah.
really cool. It's like, yeah, that was cool. How was it editing for you, like the process and stuff?
You know, it was pretty easy. I never wanted to do a vertical film.
Right.
I wanted it all to be like, you know, proper.
Yeah.
But when I was looking at all my clips, I was like, well, fuck, I can't crop these. So I guess we're gonna do like a cell phone kind of montage type video. So.
Yeah.
But putting it together was pretty easy. I had a lot of those clips, and they all made me smile. And last week was pretty heavy for me, so I wanted something that was a lot more uplifting.
Cool. That's
Yeah.
cool. I love that. Yes. Questions or comments? Yes, Brett.
I would say the clip of Nehemiah, who's the little boy at the beginning. He's much bigger than that now, but he's my best friend's nephew, so he's like my nephew. And then the clip of John, because he didn't know I took it, and I thought it was adorable. So.
Is that the one that says best friend, John, or in the
No,
sailboat?
the one, the very end when he's holding the little T-Rex stuffed animal that I have. Yeah,
Those.
I came in the room and he was holding it, watching something, and I was like, well, that's cute. Filmed it.
I love it. Is that your first time seeing that clip?
No, she showed me this before she submitted.
Oh, okay.
So
I wanted to make sure he was
cool.
okay with it.
Yeah.
So.
Get his consent form
Yeah,
signed.
yeah.
Yeah, it's important.
Yeah.
Cool. Sweet. Here's your frame. Oops. A flower. Hey. It's not a plastic bag.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Next is Niko'a. I really liked that a lot. That felt really pure and just beautiful.
Thanks.
What was so it was fireworks, I assume, right?
Yes.
And so how are you shooting it? Where were they coming off? Or it looks like you're just looking up at a building and they're shooting off to the side.
Yeah, that was just the 4th of July, and I filmed it vertically, and I didn't want to show it vertically, so I turned it sideways. But it was cool and colorful, and I wanted to debut a song that I wrote a long time ago. Actually.
Yes.
But it was cool, and then it was very kind of I don't know, it's just kind of a very simple music video, and I could, talk about how the meaning, and it brought me back to my childhood, and I hate the 4th of July because it was my dog's birthday, and all dogs hate fireworks and all this stuff, but really it was just a cool video, and I don't know how to use Premiere, but I have Premiere, which is great. Good start, right?
Yeah.
I was just trying things out.
Yeah, I love that. Yes, Beanz.
I just want to say, it's kind of corny, but just like, I thank you for letting me just look at some pretty light. Like, I just thought it was pretty.
Yeah.
And I really appreciated that moment that y'all guys.
Thanks.
Yeah, I felt the same. Yeah, Imani.
I really like that because it was simple, but the way that you added all those different filters and effects to different parts of it made me think of how everybody interprets art differently, and it has a different meaning to everyone, and I really like that.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Yes, Justin.
I was going to say I really like the fact that it was sideways because like you never see fireworks horizontally, so it was like this thing you're seeing every year
Yeah.
of your life in a way you've never seen it. Just really dumb. And me and Rachel both went like this at the same time.
Lo siento.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah, it felt like I got to know you a little bit better, which I loved. Yes, Shay.
The very beginning where it said hi, that like claymation. Did you do that?
I did a long time ago. That was like 3 years ago, and I was stoned and I had a lot of time.
I didn't get the impression that you get stoned, so.
I don't, not anymore.
Yeah.
But I did, a long time ago, and that was fun. And it was also an excuse to put in the beginning. I can speed it up and make it look like it was better than how I actually did it.
Nice. That was awesome. Yes, Laura.
I was gonna say, I love the song.
Thank you.
Yeah, really great. That's
Cool.
a super fun song.
Yeah, just garage band.
Nice.
Such.
Cool. Well, I'm going to give you your frame. Watch your eyes. There it is. Hey! What's in it? What's in it?
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Next is Jamey! Dude.
Thanks.
At first I thought it was stock footage, and then I was like, it's Jamey. So did you shoot all of that?
I did, yeah. That was,
All of it, everything.
yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's really good, man. There's some great shots in there. Yeah, very good.
Yeah, this was an interesting project. I have probably 20 terabytes of footage.
Yeah.
And I have a knack for shooting things that I have an idea for and then never finishing them. And it's been like a running thing in my life where it's just like I'll come up with a project and not finish it. And I think this week is I started out super early because I was like, what a great role. I've got so much footage. It's great. And then I just found myself not doing it and avoiding it. I think it's like coming to this realization. And there was actually, I did have a word. I know there's like not a word in there. I did have it, and I totally, literally when you showed the roll at the beginning, I was like, oh yeah, I forgot to put the title card in there. So,
Boo, get off my stage.
I'm sorry. But it was supposed to be fear, because I think this week like really made me realize I'm just like, there's this deep-seated fear of like creating that I have, and it just causes me to like stop and just procrastinate and come up with excuses enough to where like it just doesn't happen.
Yeah.
And this is like far from, this is like a part of this footage I've had a lot of ideas to use, and this is like sort of leaning that direction, and it's far from like what is in my mind's eye, but like that's just like another excuse that I tell myself to like not actually put something out, so just like finishing it
Right.
is probably the biggest part for me this week.
Yeah.
So yeah.
No, I relate to that a lot, actually. Yeah. Connor.
I knew when you said you were super stoked on it, you were being too hard on yourself, because that was pretty dope.
Yeah.
Sorry. What were they? Just off the top of your head, what were some of those places? Because I know you've been so many.
Some of the footage of like people walking around, that's probably the oldest footage. This stuff I shot in Hollywood back in like 2016. Some of the drone footage was in India, and some of it was just outside of the Zion National Park. The beach stuff, I think, was in Hawaii. I think, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, so there's a bunch of different stuff.
John.
The overhead tool shot was really dope. Where did you shoot that, and how did you get the shot?
Which one?
Really blue.
Oh yeah. That was also in India. That was above the hotel we were staying at, and it just looked really beautiful. So I shot this cool thing, and I know the birds were like very fascinated by the drone, so they kept like shooting across in like big droves in front of the camera. So it looked really cool. Yeah.
That is cool. Yes, Bryce is next.
How'd you get the skydiving shot?
That was me skydiving.
Nice.
And that was somebody else filming it, and I just sort of liked the idea of like, some of these clips I just picked out randomly because I was like feeling really weird and shitty this week, and I was like, I feel like falling downward. I don't know. And then I just match cut well with the balloons. So
Nice.
Yeah.
I love that. Audrey.
Talk to me about the shot of the Bank of America building going up in the tree. I was mesmerized by that.
Oh, thanks.
It really made me feel something. Tell me about.
So that footage is actually, I shot it for a KTL rule back in 2019, and I couldn't tell you which one it was. Yet another, I have like 5 KTLs that have shot footage, and they're just like, I'm not gonna finish it this week, 'cause yeah, it's a problem, for real. So that was back then. I shot from my apartment window like a bunch of footage on this really long, like 600mm lens, like tilting down, and I wanted to sort of contrast that with the tree, which was from Big Trees Park in California, and sort of mesh them together. And I have like an idea for like a longer piece and mixing that, because I have a bunch of different buildings that I shot like that, and it's really weird because it just looks like it's rising out of the ground. So
Yeah.
But yeah.
That's cool. Yes.
First of all, that was just like a really good reel.
Yeah.
And then second of all, I tried Shazamming it, but what was that song?
Oh, I'll tell you after. I have to look it up. I've forgotten it, but yeah.
Any last? Yes. Oh, 2. Yeah.
Comment. Very rarely do you see Isaac bopping like that during a just wanted you
Great
to know
song.
that.
Yeah, it's fun. Yeah. Yeah.
I was gonna say, I love your sense of motion. Like, it really hit me when you were going in the water, and I was like, a lot of deep people go in the water, but not everyone's gonna hit the sand to get that kind of like
Yeah.
explosion
Thanks.
there. But I was gonna ask also about the song, like, why did you pick How to Make It Feel?
I was trying to pick something sort of like offbeat and off rhythm, just a little like disorientating, I guess, because I think Isaac, one time I asked you like a year ago, like how do you come up with ideas for KTLs, and I think you said like a lot of the times you just make what you're feeling that week.
Yeah.
And I sort of was trying to do that this week, and I think I just felt like very all over the place. So I was trying to find a song that kind of encompassed that, and also from like it also helps with the edit to sort of jump around and just kind of throw whatever is in there rather than trying to have any sort of like cohesion to it.
Nice.
So yeah.
That's awesome. Cool. Here we are. Woo! Hey, yes, we are. Yeah, good work, yeah. We're trying to offload all them book pictures. Next is Schuyler! You got a little kitten there.
I do. I'll get to that in a second.
Well, tell us what you want to talk to us about that's not the cat, then.
If you have anything about the film?
There's a cat there.
Okay.
It's hard to... No, but yes, when did you film that? Do you remember the week?
It was maybe 4 weeks ago.
Oh, cool. Were they shearing Alex?
Yeah, they were shearing Alex.
Oh, nice.
That's a shout out to my antisocial homies who sometimes this is too much and then we go and chill outside. There's a few of us here. And I just recorded it one time and I was like, it's pretty sick. And it was on my camera roll and I didn't have to do any editing.
Yes. Any questions about the film? Sebastian.
What song did you use?
That's the original audio. That's the audio.
The original audio. Yeah. Millie. There's no song behind it or underneath it?
No, that's like the film that was playing that night is the music that you hear in the video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me too.
Oh.
Oh no, that was actually yeah.
Yes, James.
When are we allowed to talk about the cat?
Six more questions about the barn.
So I found this kitten on the side of the highway, and I'm fostering it, but I'm looking for a home. If you're looking for a kitten, talk to me after the show. She's super sweet, but I want to make sure that she ends up in the right hands. So don't be sketchy.
Yeah.
She's so dope.
The 20th film submitted gets a free kitten.
Yeah! I can agree to that.
Okay.
I'll agree to that.
Watch
I really
the
want to
kitten's
get rid of it.
eyes.
Okay.
I just blind the kitten. Hey, that's great. I was hoping it was a cat. There is a cat one in here. There is one cat one. So. Next is Rachel. So beautiful. Was the shots at work from the last time you filmed at work?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. I really like those
I have
shots.
since quit that job.
Yeah! Nice! Because the last time you filmed there for the KTL, you were saying how many days you've been alive, and you were thinking about work and stuff like that. And that felt like thematic to Gea's as far as like finding your inner child. Was that off? Or?
Honestly, like super similar. So I'm sitting there like, oh my God, I feel seen this week. So thank you for that.
Yeah, absolutely. Also, she is an S1. Next week we are showing her hype reel. Emily Pietro is editing it. So we're going to celebrate the S1 next week, but we are going to give her the walk-on song. That was a perfect one to come out for the first time. So also, she's the first time anyone's done 24 films consecutively. So, yeah. Pretty cool. So how was that exploring all that footage and with the theme? Did you come up with a theme after seeing what footage you had, or did you go, oh, I know what I want to try and explore? And
I found the footage of me when I was like 12 in like an old thumb drive that I had that was like going in the trash, and it like fell out of the trash can.
Ooh.
And I'm like, oh, great.
Did that fall out of the trash can this week, or are you just this is just
This
an old?
week.
This week it fell out of a trash can.
I was like literally cleaning out my room because I'm like, it's dirty in here. We have to clean it. It's still not clean because I found the footage.
But yeah.
Found it, and I'm like, okay, I can figure out something to do with this. And I realized that I don't take a lot of video or photos, and I'm like, is it because I don't want to remember stuff, or is it because I'm like doing stuff and I just don't remember in general?
Right.
So I'm like, I just need to take more footage of stuff just to have it.
Yeah.
Because my memory itself is not very up to snuff.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I love that so much. Questions, comments, anyone? Yes, Imani or Tori. Sorry.
The close up of your eyes, was that the same? What was that for?
I think it was another one of when I was at work. I remember what it was. I figured out screen mirroring, so I was using the computer at work to like look at what was going on with my camera so that I could see what was going on, and I was just like looking up really close at my eye.
Nice. I love that.
Yep.
It worked really well. Imani.
Was there any meaning to the music that you picked?
No. I picked royalty-free music because I don't do a lot, so I can't share everything that I do. But I'm like, I need piano music. So.
Yeah, it fit the mood really well. Michael.
Just wanted to say, I love how the shot that you included of the cars going in reverse in slow motion.
Yeah.
Kind of like set up everything that was about to happen, which was all the nostalgia and just remembering childhood and going back. It was like perfect. I don't know if that was the intention or not, but it just like fit so well with everything. So
yeah.
It was, yeah. Thank you.
Cool. One more.
Sorry. One more compliment comment. I think maybe my favorite shot that I've seen today was your shot of you sitting. You're sitting kind of like this, and the window, the silhouette from the pane is on your forehead, and it looks almost like crosshair. It's like this, just you being pensive, like with yourself, and that's like what the film did for you as well as what I'm getting. And I just thought it was gorgeous.
Thank you.
Yeah, truly. Cool. Here we are. Oops, hold on, sorry. Almost jammed it. The mysteries of World War II. Good work. Next is James.
awkward exit from my spot stuck in the corner. But
Oh, right question right away. Go give her a high five. What are you doing?
sorry, I wasted like 5 seconds getting out of the chair. So.
Okay, time's up. Here it is. Dude, that was awesome.
Thanks.
Yeah, what was the original source footage? When did you shoot this?
So this is I shot this in 2016 when I was a creative director at a church as a bumper for a sermon series, and it was a very different vibe. But I was like, the bumper did not feel like this. Is what I mean by that.
Yeah.
But I was like
Newsboys.
just thinking about like footage that I had that I liked that was never seen by like a audience that could like appreciate film. And I was like,
I'll leave that one.
and I was like, yeah, I want to grab that footage. Like I like the footage, and I shot it on the original Blackmagic cinema camera.
Oh shit.
About 6 years ago, so that's where it came from.
Yes.
Yeah, I tried Shazamming that shot, but it wouldn't work. So what was that song that just
That is a song by a band called The Chariot. I think it's like track 8 on their Long Live album.
Cherry or Chariot?
The Chariot.
Thank you.
Yes, Hetty.
When you went to edit it, did you like start with the cut you already had, or did you start from scratch?
Yeah, so I don't actually have the source footage anymore.
Source like project
like
file?
like I don't have like the original like the raw clips. I only have like the final edit of the church bumper, which was like 1 minute and 40 seconds, and I was like, I can find a minute in that's more interesting. So I just cut it down and then I recolored it and obviously did some like effects and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, I just wanted to ask, like, what was, you kind of answered it, but what was the biggest difference between the original edit and the one that you did?
This one is, how do you say it? I don't know what the right adjective is.
Less newsboys.
It's it's just like more raw, I guess. It's the same like story beats, but the one thing this is missing is like little vignettes of his life where he's like, the sermon series is called Crash, and there's like little vignettes of him like, oh no, I have too many bills I can't pay. Like, oh no, I have a terrible marriage. Like, oh, there's a whiskey bottle right there. Like stuff like that. Just the most like on the nose, like paint by numbers, like conflicts in a person's life. So those I like took out like almost 100%. So that's like kind of the biggest difference.
Yeah, Beanz.
Did you edit the music as it was kind of building that tension, or?
Barely.
Huh?
Barely. I barely edited the music.
Yeah, because it was very anxiety-inducing, which I thought was great.
Yeah, the only thing I did was repeat one little phrase just to get closer to 1 minute in length.
Okay. Nice. And I also just wanted to say that I just really felt the moment of him arriving at the chair to just kind of the seat to like be decompressed. I thought it was just like a really beautiful moment.
Cool. Thanks.
Any other questions, comments? Cool, here we
Give
are.
me my frame.
Yeah.
Yo! Hell yeah! Oh, amazing.
Not a book. Not a book. Next is Jay.
Hello?
Yeah! Jay! Good to see you, man. That was fun.
Yeah.
Is that your dog?
Yeah, that's like my family dog. I was living at home when we got her. I raised her. She's technically my sister's dog, but she's at my parents' house. Yeah.
Copy. Cool.
Yeah.
When did you shoot that?
About a month ago when I went up there for my grandpa's funeral.
Got it.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I just got back from my grandma's.
Man, I'm glad
So-
you got to make something like uplifting.
Exactly.
And, yeah.
I
just
needed
take the air
that,
out.
and there you go, everyone.
Yeah, that was really cute. That was really fun.
Yeah,
Did
that's
you have a
amazing.
word in there?
Hello when I came
Hello.
in the door.
Oh,
Yeah.
copy. Yeah. Sometimes I miss that.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yes. Questions or comments? Yes, Tony. Thanks.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Yes.
When I watch a scary movie, which I enjoy, but I also can't fall asleep, then I try to trick my brain by watching something fun or joyful. Like, that would be what I would watch.
I'll put it up on social media.
There you
So that's
go.
my handle. Just one word instead of space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Grayson.
What's the dog's name and what kind of dog is it?
Hazel Nut Liebman, full name.
Nice.
Hazel, Hazy, the Haze.
Yep.
And she's a Bichon Shih Tzu.
Yep. Up
Teddy
for
bear.
adoption if anyone. No,
No.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
You gotta fight me.
Yeah, Cicely.
I just wanted to say thank you as well because I grew up with a dog and I have more videos of her than anything on my phone. So it made me cry because I felt attached to her, which I haven't seen her in 3 years now.
Yeah, and those are all shot on my phone as well for anyone curious.
Yeah.
No black magic or anything, just movie magic.
Get out of here. Cool. Well, here's your frame. Hold on.
Alright.
Oh, the button got stuck. There it is. Korea after Kim.
The headless beast.
Dude, good work, man.
I was there before.
Yeah. Were y'all cheering Kim Jong-un? Oh, God. Next is Andrew! Yeah!
Push.
I stole that joke from my brother. I have to give him credit.
I'm here for it.
Yeah, that was straightforward. You worked
Yeah.
out, eh?
Yeah, and it's I had audition footage and I had gym footage and
nice.
My old boss's subscription to Epidemic Sound.
That's where you got the music from.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yes, James.
Comment and a question. You should put your number at the end of that, dude.
DM me later.
Yeah.
Question, how many push-ups can you do, bro?
I don't know, probably like 50 straight.
Prove it! See you outside the bar.
Hell yeah.
He could probably do more if he doesn't put weights on him when he's doing pull-ups. Other questions? Yes, Joanna.
Do you have a gym like that in your house?
No. It's like 3 minutes away from my apartment. But it does look like a home gym because it's in a strip mall. Yeah.
Nice.
Cool.
Cool.
Another question.
Yeah.
What did you shoot that on?
Most of it is iPhone. Yeah. Most of it. Yeah.
Cool.
The sun was shot on something else. But
Here we are. Let's see what's in the news today. Oh, a new turkey dinner. Good work, dude. Next is Hetty! To Joanna's as well.
Yeah, I thought that. Yeah. I don't know where.
That was cool. The shot.
Yeah.
The shot of the trees, the big trees with the wind. Going through. Oh my God, that was amazing.
That was at one of my friend's house in Nashville, and she had left to do something, and I love storms, I love weather, and I had my camera, so I shot it, and I had the New York footage from last year, and at first I was like, I wanted to juxtapose those, but I was like, that it's so obvious, like, oh, how they're different, but I like exploring how they're similar.
Cool.
You know?
Yeah, I love that. Like the chaos in the cities and stuff. Yeah. And the
Exactly.
bridge, when it goes like, where you like did an overlay, and then you see the bridge, and then when it goes black, you see nature, and then it goes back to the city.
Yeah.
That was such a nice touch.
Thanks.
That was so cool.
Thank you.
Yeah. Questions or comments? Yes, Beanz.
One of those Marta shots from, did you shoot the one with Chase?
No, that wasn't Marta. That was the subway in New York. Yeah. No, I didn't shoot that. Yes. Oh. Sorry.
There's gonna be a bad joke.
Did I miss the word?
The word.
So there was one I left. It was actually hard to avoid words because of graffiti, but there was street. I left street in there. Okay. Yeah. So it was quick. It was really quick. Yeah.
Snacking in.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Yeah.
Beautiful, Hetty.
Oh,
yeah,
thanks,
it really was. Cool. Here we are. Hey! Good work. Next up is Mack. Yeah! Yes! Mack! That was awesome. Oh, that was so fun. idea to have a silent film in modern times using emojis instead of words. It's like such
Thank
a
you.
nice touch.
It totally
That was-
came from the constraints because I was like, no words. Okay, silent film. Oh, didn't they used to do that thing in silent films where they would like show the lines? And I was like, but I can't have words. And then
Yeah.
I'm an emoji user, so I was just like, I'll just use like one emoji and it won't make any sense. But
Yeah.
you know, it is
I
what
loved
it.
it. No,
Thank
it
you.
was what, the 8-ball one.
No idea.
No,
I
okay.
wanted to use something kind of funny
Yeah.
that I don't use very often, and I was like, I never use an 8-ball.
Right.
emoji.
I thought you guys were gonna do an 8-ball of Coke on the table or something like that.
And that was like artsy footage that I was trying to get when we were in Peru last summer.
Cool.
And then as soon as I set up the camera, the waiter walked over, and I was like,
Oh, that's why y'all were looking at the camera
Yeah.
the whole time. I loved it. Any questions or comments on that one? Yes.
Who the fuck was that hunk?
That was the waiter. He wasn't supposed to be in the shot. No. Any other questions? I'm kidding around. Okay, here it is. No, oh no, it's jamming. There it is. Yeah! Good work. Next is John. Yeah. John. That's fun, man. What were all the films?
Okay.
Name them all.
All right. So the first one was a shot of.
What made you come up with this idea?
I'm gonna get honest here, man. I'm just here for that walk-on song.
Ah, yeah.
No, so in actuality,
Honesty.
I was sitting on the couch this week. I'm like, what am I gonna freaking do? I don't have any old clips. They're all just journal entries and stupid shit. And so I was like pissing and moaning, and then I was just watching YouTube, rewatched the scene from the new Batman where Penguin looks over and you hear the Batmobile start. And he's like, what? And then like engine really revs, like, oh god! It's like, see, it's so fucking cool. And then I was starting to think to myself like how with film, even though everyone remembers visuals, you remember visuals, but sound sticks with you.
Yeah.
Like you feel sound. And so I wanted to do like, what are the whole point of this, the rules I set were I couldn't use any music, because music, it's sound, but it's music, is a different thing.
Sure.
And it was supposed to be that like, all of you, I'm pretty sure with at least the vast majority of those, you saw right away what you heard. Like you knew. It was like, as soon as lights went off, you're like, oh yeah, that. Like there's no images, there's nothing to clue you in. You just, as soon as you heard those vibrations, knew exactly what that was.
Right, yeah. That's
So, yeah.
cool experiment. I love that. Yes, Skylar.
The effect it had on me was that when you read like fiction, you have images in your mind of how those things play out, and that was a great example of using sound to do the exact same thing. Where you hear the sound, and I immediately, like you said, had images and thoughts of what was going on.
Yes.
I thought you evoked something really like interesting about the theater experience of like literally the experience of watching something on the big screen. Like we can sit here all day, we're like trying to find sounds for our films, and we're like listening to Epidemic like over and over and over. It's just these sounds that come back and forth. But we have this whole environment around us. We're not seeing anything, we're not feeling anything. But once you turn the lights down and you create like a black screen, like a blank slate in front of you, it becomes something totally transparent. in the way you showed that.
Yeah, that was cool. Yes, Imani.
I really like that because not only did I immediately know where almost every single sound came from, sounds so pivotal to memory that I also just had a personal memory connected to every
Cool.
sound, so I was feeling and remembering all that stuff too, and it was just a really cool experience.
I love that. Yes, Joanna, last question.
It was taking me out of it to keep my eyes open, so about halfway through I closed my eyes, and it was really, really cool. Me too.
Oh, nice. Who else closed their eyes? Nice. Cool. Did you see the image that came up? No. Cool. Here we are. Next is Tori!
I'm already at 4, so I was gonna leave in the next 10. Yeah. Do you want to go now or?
Yeah! Yeah! Tori! That was so fun. Great choice of music too for an instrumental, and then yeah, like the home. Who else knew that it was the home song? Yeah. So cool.
I was cheating because I was like, do I want my word to be home or bitches? And then I was like, both.
You use sounds, yeah.
Yeah.
That worked. So a lot of that shot was in Texas, where you're from?
That was all just pulled from Snapchat. Like it was just, it was me driving from California through here.
Got it. Oh, okay, cool.
So the bitches are in Cali. I don't know if that was.
I've heard some songs that told me that actually.
Right. Yeah. That's true.
Questions or comments on that? It's cool. Yeah, I really love that slice of life. That was really fun. Yeah. Here we are. Playing games and games. Good work. Good work. Next is James. Yeah! Chase! Yeah, man, that was great.
Thank you.
I love your curiosity in all your films. Just I feel like there's a curious spirit in it, and it's just really cool to see. And
Appreciate that.
I know you film a lot, like when you're just with friends or driving around, you see something that just fascinates you, and you just go with it, and that paid off. It was really cool, like little montage stuff.
Yeah, a lot of the shots were exactly that, of just moments where something looked fun, like the beginning and the ending. It was like one foggy night just down the road here, and like everything just looked spooky and ethereal and all that. And such is the same for the rest of the footage as well.
Yeah, I loved it. Yes, James.
How long did it take you to find all of the just random footage that you wanted? I'm assuming it was in a lot of different places.
Yeah, I kind of just went through nearly everything I had, and like picked certain things. I had a lot more picked, and these are the ones that made the cut. Once I also picked the song, I just kind of picked shots that lined up and felt right for it. But with time, it maybe 3 or 4 hours.
Cool.
Yeah.
How much was your phone and how much was your camera?
Off the top of my head, 50-50.
Yeah.
So.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. Beanz.
Was that the foggy night one? Did you slow that down?
I did. Yeah.
Yeah. That was a great shot. Yeah, that looked really cool. Jamey.
I like the way that you started out with the foggy one. You sort of bookended it, going backwards.
Mm-hmm.
And I also just think like your composition and like is very like, I love it. It's like a matter of like perspective over it. I think it's like love the way you like find a shot. I don't know, you said curiosity. It's like really like just like the perspective of your life.
Thank you.
That's cool.
Thank you.
Sweet. Here we are. Hey!
I think I've been there.
Oh, nice. Good work.
Why isn't it changing?
Yeah. Next is. Yay! Yes! Hey! Oh, that was so fun. What's the boat footage thing? What's that?
So that was a KTL that Jamey actually came up with that we didn't quite finish. So that was from a couple weeks back. Yeah, so that was awesome. And then Chelsea made the song, which was incredible. So
Nice.
Yeah.
That's so fun. Also, because I appeared in it, I just earned an actor frame, guys. Yes. So thank you. Yes.
Of course.
Oh man, I was hoping I would get one of these. That was a lot of fun. What are some other films that were in this?
There were a couple of KTLs. There was the Esperanto film. There was Jamey's KTL.
Yeah. The Esperanto film was for a contest, right?
Yes.
How did it do?
It won first place.
First place, everybody! First place!
Oh, man.
Michael!
What was the footage for the dance you were doing in front of the screen?
That was one of the first KTLs that I ever did. This is like back in 2019.
Was that when you smoked weed and were watching TV? Yeah. Well, that's not as specific.
No.
That's all of them. Yeah, that's where you're smoking weed.
Exactly.
Yeah.
This counts, yeah.
Yes, Shay.
Boat.
Boat. Yeah, boat. Yes, Sebastian.
No, Chelsea made the music.
Yeah.
She made that whole track.
So
Woo! Yeah.
Best boat song I've heard.
Yes.
Any other questions or comments? Cool. Here we are. Please, not a book. Hey, kind of. Happy birthday! Good work. Yeah, I loved it. Thanks for the actor friend. Next is Bryce!
Speaking of weed.
I hope Bryce said that.
Dope shit like that, Germ. Oh, hi. Welcome back to Kids. Follow your dreams. Yeah. Wanna get a mansion, a jacuzzi, a theater to watch my movies, couple whips and lots of fancy things. The kids they call the Goonies. I see the future, crystal ball, mirror hanging on the wall. Who the flyest white boy of them all? Got your girlfriend screening all the calls. She bubbling, we fucking and you cuddling. Like baby, where the fuck you been? Don't wanna tell you she in love with him. So we ain't saying nothing. You could probably tell she bluffing, cause she kissed you with the mouth. She gave me head with my concussion. Yeah, she blushing, all red. Wanna rush and go to bed.
Bryce! Yeah! What I love about this role is we get to see what is already on everyone's phone.
Yeah.
So you already had that footage.
Yeah, that's
What was
old.
this from?
That's
What
old
was the
stuff.
source thing? Did you ever make anything of that besides tonight?
No. Just me and Joe, just messing around and stuff.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
More mirror than Joe, but.
Yeah.
Questions or comments?
My side chick.
Yeah. Which one? Skylar.
I would comment, I've never seen anyone dance on a mirror. You see so many people dancing on so many different things.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, it's very, very groundbreaking. Yeah.
Thank you guys. That means a lot, Skylar. Thank you.
You heard it here, folks. You know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. Please save me with a question, anything. Go.
Okay.
Yeah, I got a way out. I have a way out. Don't worry. Here's your damn frame. Yeah! Good work. Keep them away from the mirrors, guys. Next is Haleigh. Yeah. Was I saying your name wrong?
Haleigh? Like Halle Berry?
Haleigh. Okay, sorry
If you were saying
guys,
it like
I
that, then
misled
it's
you.
right.
Yeah.
So.
That was fun. When did you shoot that, or were you just having fun with a friend kind of thing? Or?
Well, I've always been like the kind of person who, I think was you were saying about like you want to practice like taking videos more and things like that, and I've always been like aware of I need to capture this moment,
Yeah.
and
It was 2020 June, and that's one of my best friends from high school. We were just like hanging out. It was like quarantine, and I just thought it was like we synced up on the swings.
Oh, so you're on the swing with her?
Yes, I was on the
Nice.
swing, and I was like, I have to like capture this right now. And I know it's like there's a lot of motion and there's a lot of commotion and just like blur there. There's like, and I chose it for a number of reasons, like thematically, basically. I wanted to speak about change because I've been going through a lot of changes lately.
Yeah.
And at this point in my life, she and I both were in a really, really bad place. Separate reasons and things like that. We had gone through a lot, and I felt like making this was kind of like a little healing for both of us, almost like this little gift I was giving to both of us to like bring us to this point where we're both independently like in such better places now.
Cool.
And just like the motion of the swing and like the changes of the orientation and the changing and the speed of the clip when I slowed it down and stuff. I was like trying to evoke change without specifically changing. I wanted it to be one shot, like one
Cool.
life. So
And
I spoke a lot.
No, you're good. Are you doing a part 2?
Yeah, so I put part 1 because this is my first time at KTL. It's not my first time. It's not necessarily my first film, but my first time at KTL, and I've been wanting to come for a long time. So there's a lot more to come, and that's this change that I'm making, this journey that I'm going on. It's part 1 of that.
Cool.
So.
I love that. That's great. Questions, comments? Yes, Joanna.
Thank you. That's John Brion, one of the best composers of our time.
Oh, Brion.
Like Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
Oh, that makes sense.
Punch Drunk Love.
Yeah, I love that. Yes, Tori.
I just wanted to comment, like the storytelling in just one continuous shot, I totally got. I was just so impressed by that. I got everything that you were saying. And
Thank you so much. That's really, thank you.
Yeah. Sweet.
About the music, what drew you to that song in particular for this?
I heard that song. It's called Lady Bird. It's from Lady Bird, the
cool.
movie, and I heard it. It's in the end credit scene, and I was like, when I watched that movie, the credits rolled, and I was like, what is this song? And I've just been listening to that song. It's like, I feel like it breathes, like it pulses life into me when I hear it. I'm always like, I've got to put this in a fucking movie, bro. Like,
yeah.
So
Cool.
yeah.
Sweet. Well, here's this. What you think? Hey.
Okay. That's Jane. That's good.
That's Jane. Here it is.
Thank you. Thank
yeah,
you.
good work. Next is Trevor. He's one of the OGs. He started coming when we just started Kick the Ladder, so it's good to have you back.
Yeah, good to be back.
Yeah, that looked amazing. What was that from one source film or from a few or?
So those shots are from London. I got those last month.
Cool.
I just during my trip there, I took one night and I told my girlfriend like I'm gonna go out and just get footage, and it was really nice. I didn't feel in danger or anything. It was really cool.
Yeah.
And nobody was out, which was even better. Just a couple
Nice.
people. And then my friend Clay, he couldn't make it tonight, but we just like shot some things for fun. I bought a car mount, and I was like, I really want to try this.
Yeah.
Can you come play around with this with me?
Cool.
So that's where both those are from.
And you also got anamorphic lens, or was that?
No, that's a filter.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Nice. I like that you used a tungsten flashlight because that looks so much better on film.
Yeah, I had both daylight and tungsten, and I just think that felt better in the scene.
Yeah, it looked really cool.
Thanks.
Yeah, I loved it. Audrey.
How did you come up with the idea to stitch all of that together? Because obviously they were shot for different purposes. So
Yeah, so I shot the thing with Clay, just with no direction, no idea. I just wanted to get pretty shots, and then I never did anything with it. And then I was like, it'd be cool if I used some establishing shots. So
cool.
I got the shots of London, and I was like, well, crap, he's on the wrong side of the car. So I horizontally flipped it. So it looks like he's on the other side.
What a good touch. Yes, Beanz.
I just want to say that it just looks so cinematic, and your sense of narrative is so strong, and so like kudos to that.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's super good. Yes, Shay.
was he a detective?
Sure.
That's what I thought, and like from no words.
Yeah.
And like that's awesome.
I think that's what we were going for. We were really inspired. We saw like the Batman like a couple weeks before.
Cool.
So we were like, let's do something Batman-y in this sense. So that's kind of what we were going for. But,
yeah, Sebastian.
that was a Sony FX3.
Nice. Cool. Here's your frame. Oop. Sorry. Good work. We got about 4 or 5 more films. 5 more. And then we have a special guest tonight. I know it's a longer night, but it's really cool. Next is Brett!
I was at a porn house. I thought that'd get a bigger reaction. There's a story behind it. My friend.
Yeah, we don't need a story.
Okay, I was at a porn house.
Okay.
My friend for months was like, dude, I booked this like sick place for my birthday party. It's gonna be fucking dope. And then I get there and it's fully a porn house with like security cameras and everything.
Oh,
I don't know much about porn houses. So.
Right, yeah. And it's cool. I didn't know Pixar made porn.
They do now.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby.
Next, questions or comments? Yes.
Was that you in the lampshade?
It was Lucas in the lampshade. Yeah. Lucas he just was like, Brett, I'm gonna do something crazy, and then I was like, I'll film it.
Probably the craziest thing that's happened there, I'm sure.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so.
Did you, Chelsea?
Did anybody know that he was going to come in?
I don't know. Shay is actually in this film. Give it up for Shay.
Hey, yeah, an actor.
I don't know if you remember. I was trying to get Lucas like going through a certain part, and Shay kept stopping him to talk to him. I don't know if you remember, but.
It's like, I got a lamp on my head. I can't talk right now.
Yeah.
Beanz?
Was Surrender all done after?
Yeah. Yeah, I was recording myself saying lamp, and then Cuyler was like, wait, let me try something. And then he said, surrender.
Oh.
And I just thought it was so funny. So, yeah.
Yes.
How did you know that it was a porn house?
You could tell.
He
recognized it.
I've seen some videos. There just were like, you just could tell there was like cutouts in the wall of like a kitchen, but there weren't any working faucets or anything. It was just like clearly sets everywhere.
I had no idea.
Well, you should have talked to me.
Cool. Well, here it is.
Great.
Hey!
Nice.
Good work.
Thanks, Isaac.
Yeah, really
Thanks,
awesome. Next is Paul!
Oh, wow. I'm so relieved. I didn't know. Wow.
That was great. But you put 2 words in there, after all.
I put 2 words, so I interpreted it as one spoken. There was the last clip was a clip of my dad saying "so," and I put one spoken word in the film, seeing it turned into like a social experiment if people would say tequila.
I love that they did.
Adding a second word, but the film, as submitted, only had one, in my
Nice.
interpretation. So
Cool.
I was like, will they help me? Let's go. I don't know.
Hetty's in New York City trying to edit away like graffiti.
And I was like,
I'll put another word in. I don't care.
I always thought it was just spoken word. So
Yeah,
there was
spoken.
one, and then
Yeah.
everybody helped me break the rules. Thank you.
That was fun. That was really fun. Yeah. Do you just drive around and film yourself, or did you have that footage for something else?
Yeah, that was from the second KTL I did. That and the stuff with me and Grayson in the kitchen. I knew I sat down this afternoon like, what am I gonna do? I was like, tequila's gonna be very funny.
Yeah.
If the one word was just in the song, tequila.
Right.
And it kind of turned into this like, I've got kind of a through line in my head that I don't know how to explain, but I've had that for a while.
Cool.
Yeah.
Sweet. I love that.
Yeah.
Yes, John.
Did the Skittles go in the pasta?
The Skittles didn't go on the pasta.
Oh, thank God. Yeah.
No, I didn't know. I didn't think we were gonna
He's
put that
not a
together.
monster.
They might next time.
What was the footage from you guys just in the kitchen chilling? Was it just randomly on?
That was B-roll also from the second KTL we did, which was very serious. So I was like, I want some slice of life stuff of kind of what happens in my day, and I was like, we're just gonna talk for 7 minutes, and it wound up in this.
Nice.
Yeah.
Beanz.
I was gonna ask for that shot. You and Grayson trained in the camera. What was that context?
It was some bit we were doing in January. I don't know. I was like, hey, it'd be funny if we look at the camera real fast.
Was it January?
It was or maybe early February. It's right before I quit that job. I don't know. So yeah, it was some bit that I don't remember.
Nice.
Yes, and.
Sweet. Well, here we are.
Yeah.
Please be tequila.
That'd be.
Yeah, that's cool.
Oh, that's
cool.
That's good place. Thanks, buddy.
Wait,
Thank you.
Next is Troy. Yeah. Did you film the TV, or was that a stock thing and then you?
That was a stock thing.
Cool, and it was green. It was a green screen, and then you took it out, or how'd you do that?
So, there was an insert over the screen that I got to color to my heart's delight, and then pop a piece of footage underneath that to make it look like it still had the reflection of the TV over the top of it. And then I changed the sounds around to make it sound like it was coming from an analog TV.
Yeah, I love that. And the lady watching, was that stock as well?
It was.
That was cool. I loved how you had it looking at. Yeah, it was great. So, what inspired this one?
I made on Friday a very, very dark iteration of this idea. And the hand coming up from the lake is part of that. But then I thought a little harder and said, you know what, I can do a little bit more high for stuff and put more things into a minute. And so I did, and that's what that was.
Nice. Cool. I love that. Yes, James.
How many previous KTLs did you have footage from in that?
Like at least one, but like max, like more. I can't remember off the top. I think it's 5.
Yeah, one or 6. Yeah. Yes, Joanna.
I am too poor for Premiere, so I edit in DaVinci instead. And DaVinci has this really cool time warp effect where you can either change the amount of frames you want in a certain period of time, and then it'll stretch it or compress it, or the amount of time you want for a certain number of frames to be inside of. So I took this really long clip of a clock and turned it into a really short clip that seems like it was sped up, because it was.
Nice. Cool. Yes, one last one. Yes, Deb.
I did Twin Peaks with David Lynch, and I think you might be related.
Oh.
What was the last part you said?
I said I did Twin Peaks with David Lynch, and I think they might be related.
Oh. He thinks you're related to David Lynch. You have a David Lynch vibe, is what he's saying.
Oh,
so.
well, thanks.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Cool.
I thought it was one of the peaks.
Yeah. Here we are.
Touch grass.
Yeah. Good work, dude. Yeah. A few more left. Next is Grayson.
Somewhere in the universe, somewhere someone's got it worse. Wish that made it easier. Wish I didn't feel the hurt. The world's smallest violin really needs an audience. So if I do not find somebody soon, I'll blow up into smithereens and spew my tiny symphony all up and down a city street while trying to put my mind at ease. Like finishing this melody, this feels like a necessity. So this could be the death of me, or maybe just a better me. Now come in with the Tiffany's and take a shot of Hennessy. I know I'm not there mentally, but you could be the remedy. So let me play my violin for you.
Yeah! Grayson! That was great. That was probably the highest budget KTL film there is.
Right? Yeah. 22,000.
So tell me about the...
So I was in a car accident a couple months ago in April that kind of turned me on my side, and it was pretty fucking scary. I was okay. The only scratch that I got actually was crawling out of the sunroof after the accident.
Oh,
I couldn't get out, so I kind of scratched up my arm, but I was completely fine during the accident. The other guy was fine too.
Cool,
so,
good.
But
I'm glad you got to use the rule to explore
it
your
was kind of
memories
fun.
with your car.
So Paul picked me up that day, and we were like, this is gonna be a KTL, and eventually, so we just took some footage, but I had a lot of footage from the accident itself for insurance purposes.
Right.
But
Did you say fuck or did
Yeah,
you say
fuck.
car?
Drop the
Okay.
F-bomb.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nice. So you were just like, this might be a KTL
Yeah,
one day.
I was like
love that.
100%.
And
Yeah,
you,
fuck.
then we roll one word. It's like, right?
For sure, yeah. So that was fun. I was kind of worried with the lyrics of the song.
Oh, right, yeah. Yes.
Whose fault was it?
I was ruled at fault, but I still think it was the other guy. So in Georgia, if you're turning left at all, it's your fault. So I was turning left, and I was quoted as, cited as a failure to yield because the other guy had whipped around and was speeding. So when I begun my left turn, I was in the clear. He was going with such a speed that I turned onto my side. So I was like, he's speeding, obviously, right?
Yeah.
It was reckless driving, but there's no shared responsibility in an
right.
accident like that. So
if somebody's doing a left turn, if you hit them,
yeah. If you
then
hit
you're
them,
good.
it's technically like if you were driving behind somebody
Right.
and you hit them, you were not following at a safe enough distance, even if they might have brake
right,
checked
right.
you.
It's like that.
So
if
yeah,
you want
and then I
free
got sued.
insurance, on the way home,
That
think
was
about
lame.
it.
But yeah, everything's hopefully settled now. But yeah.
Yeah.
I got like sued after, and the guy was like, I can't go to the gym anymore, and I was like, you hit me, motherfucker. But,
Yeah. And that was Andrew, actually, all that footage of him at the gym. Any other questions, comments? Yes,
Yeah.
Beanz.
I just want to say the the combination of the music and that orange shop was just disturbing. And
Yeah.
I thought that was great, and really grabbed me.
Yeah. Yeah, and I saw Laura.
Was the dog in the car?
No, the dog is not in the car.
That was a memory.
Yeah, that was a memory. So I was going through. That was my dog Gizmo. That was like our first go for a ride in the car, and
yeah,
it was fun. So yeah, he was not in the car. It was just me. It was just me.
Yeah, Chelsea.
Yeah, he's good. He's good.
I feel like that's pretty traumatic. And
Yeah.
did you find that helped heal through the accident?
A little bit. It's been long enough now. I occasionally when I take a left turn now, still I'll double check. But yeah, no, finding humor and stuff like that has always been I was sideways in the car, and my first thought was like, this is gonna be so fucking expensive, I was, doing fine, but finding humor and stuff like that is just, it's the best that I looked around, I was fine, and so I was like, yeah, you gotta laugh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Cool. Sweet. Here we are.
Hope it's a lady.
Some strings attached, but Next is Connor!
Portland. Portland.
So where'd you
said
shoot
yes.
that? Yeah. She said yes.
She
so
said
that's
yes.
Oh, nice. Nice. When was that?
That was early March.
Early March.
Yeah.
Nice.
This year went to Portland and proposed to Katie.
Nice. I love that. So you just had that footage. Have you made anything else with that? Or?
No, it was a great excuse to just dig in. I was like, like Jamey said, I'd shoot so much stuff, and I'm like, I don't do anything with this. So
Right.
It's good excuse to make a little.
I love that.
memory
Yeah,
thing.
great shots too.
Thank you.
It's incredible. Questions? Yes, James.
Yeah, Connor, you have an amazing eye.
Yeah.
Thank
I know
you.
you got this brand as a VFX guy, but you've got an amazing eye shooting the camera.
Yeah.
That means
yeah,
a
true.
lot. Thank you
Yeah.
so much. Appreciate
Yes.
that.
The color grading was like insane on that. That
Oh.
was fucking amazing. I just
Yeah.
want like what is that? What inspired the choice of those colors, and also like what were you using?
I did that all in Premiere. I really am terrible with color grading, so I just go into Lumetri and find some nice LUTs and fart around and play with things. I don't know. Just made it look like film. That's my main goal.
Audrey.
Who did your Portland review?
Oh, that was Logan Freeman. He has the buttery, smooth voice of an angel.
Morgan's son.
Yeah.
Michael.
Oh shit, that was my question. The other one was what was the beach where you guys were at?
The beach, that's Cannon Beach. That's Goonies. Goonies. We hit some movie spots. We hit the Shining Hotel, Goonies. There's something else I can't remember, but
cool.
Portland's really cool for that.
Nice. Sweet. Here we are. The Bears. How many are we at officially? Okay, here we are. Me. Some skateboarding footage that I had on my cell phone, just like practicing and trying out new stuff. And so yeah, that was pretty straightforward. Yes?
How far back did that go?
Well, I had the shot of me as a kid earlier on, and I think that was like 98 or 99 or something like that. Yes?
What's your record for number of times you've gone back to Primo in one trick?
Oh, I could do a pretty. I could probably do it in like 8 or 10 tries.
No, I'm saying, what's your record of like Primo, two Primo, two Primo, two Primo before you land it?
Oh, like flip it to Primo.
Yeah.
I've never really tried that, because usually it takes me so long to like. You had to flip it, land back on Primo. Primo's when the skateboard's on its side. So when you flip out and you land on it, you need to have the board on the other side to get back to that. So, yeah. So, any other? What's that?
Do you get bonus points for that?
Who said that? Sorry, he was doing some with his hands like he was talking. Grayson. That freaked me out.
I was just wondering if you got like a high score on Tony Hawk.
I wasn't great at Tony Hawk, but I had the free trial version for one of the courses. I got pretty good at that one. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey,
Comment and a question.
Haleigh. Yeah, yeah. Haleigh, yeah.
So I wanted to say I really like the graphic matches you were doing there, but also I imagine that you have probably a lot of footage in your possession from your life. So like, what made you choose to do something personal?
I think it was a lot to do with just like getting home this week and not really having a ton of time to go through a ton. Right. I was thinking about doing footage of myself when I was younger, but I just talk a lot. So I was like, I'll wait till that role happens with like more words. Patrick. And then,
Who won, Day One Song or Rodney Mullen?
ooh, Rodney Mullen. Yeah. Michael.
All right, so how often do you do this around the house, and how well has Audrey tuned this out by now?
Unfortunately, I haven't been doing it as much. I feel like it's been more of my like fall sport. So like during the fall, I feel like I do it a lot more. So this was great because I'm like getting excited to do it again. And she's pretty good at tuning out anything. She can sleep with me doing like a power tool and stuff in the same room. So yeah, she's pretty good. Yeah. She tuned all that out, so don't worry about it. Any other? Cool. Yeah, that's it. Here's my thing. Then we have one special guest. I know this is a long night, but this is going to be exciting. Yay! Okay. And do you have, Chase, you'll have the clip ready, or is that all set up, or did I just throw that on you? What's that?
I got it.
Cool. And we're just going to do the first minute, so it's cool.
Copy that.
So, our special guest for tonight is Gea! Come on down! Yeah! Gea! Hey, good to see you again.
Hey, everybody.
Okay, so you know what we're showing tonight. Can you set it up for us?
So what we are going to see is a little snippet of the Funeral Project's new
Funeral Portrait.
Funeral Portrait's new project, their music video Voodoo Doll, which comes out tomorrow.
Nice.
So yes,
Nice.
they have a show tomorrow, and they're letting their music video out and their single. So it's
Cool.
a little snippet from that.
Also, there's a few KTL people that are in this as extras. Could you raise your hand if you were in this?
Yeah.
Hey, okay, cool, nice.
Good. And
So-
James helped a lot too.
Yeah, James produced this. So we're showing the first minute. The idea is for you guys to get a snippet, so when she does post it, that we could all support and just kind of bring up the views and stuff as a community. So here's the first minute of this music video. Here it is. She shows up more at the end. I didn't really like playing that well. It was like last minute, but that was so cool. You looked amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I didn't have a hard job.
Yeah, you just stand there, right?
Yeah, stand there, look pretty.
Yeah, you did great.
Thank you.
Where did they shoot that?
Okay, so James will have to help me on the church location, because I'd never been there before.
We shot at a place called Mixed Deity. The owner of Mixed Deity is here for the first time.
Oh, nice! Yeah! Cool. Awesome. Oh, cool. Yeah. Sweet.
And then it was also shot here.
Yeah.
In the
right
barn.
in the stable area right there.
Yeah.
And then in the woods, yeah.
The single cover was taken literally at a random tree over there. So
Yeah.
super exciting.
Yeah. So she's on the cover of the album.
Great.
So and that comes out tomorrow. So we're really excited about that as well. Yeah, it's super cool.
It's great.
And have you seen that before?
I saw the first snippet, but I haven't seen any of it yet, really.
Oh,
so
man,
that was pretty
that's-
exciting.
yeah, that's
And all
really-
those candles were real fire.
Oh,
So
wow.
scary.
Yeah, that is-
Anyway.
That's cool.
Thought it was
Questions?
interesting.
Comments or anything? Sweet. Oh yes, Brett.
What direction were you given?
So it was really interesting. My direction was just to portray like a old painting, like a angel painting, and then we took some shots, which you'll see of the actual stabbing, like I am the voodoo doll. So there was that direction as well. But it was pretty much just pretend like you are the painting and be angelic.
Cool.
Yeah.
I love that. Oh, you're good. Yeah, so we're going to post this tomorrow on the website when it gets released, if you could remember to do that, or we could do that. So feel free to watch that tomorrow. Support us, just our community and stuff. So, well, thanks for being here.
Oh,
That was
yeah,
really fun.
thanks,
Yeah,
Isaac.
that was awesome. So that is the end of KTL Show tonight. Please, I forgot to say this in the beginning. There was QR codes around the barn. We just asked for $5. That helps us keep this going. We would love to expand. We would like to go into the city. So it helps if everyone does remember to pay. So thank you so much for being here. But in about 20 minutes, come find Brett to film the Dice video. He will be shooting it in here in about 20 minutes. The bathrooms are in the house. Feel free to just walk in the house and look for a red sign on a door, or just ask some people. So thanks again for supporting film. This is a great night. Thanks again.